look amazing today. Ashley, you too. Deborah, how was for you, or what was the most shocking thing in the shooting? Because it's very, very heavy.
Yeah, like you said, to date, it is like playing Lucky. It's been, I mean, it was the most fulfilling, but also the most challenging role I've done to date. But for me, I think I was most shocked by how much of myself I saw in Lucky. You know, I was shocked by how much of a face I put on in day-to-day life, you know, just to kind of, you know, hide a lot of the experience of being them. And I felt like Lucky gave me the opportunity to really, she gave me the opportunity to really have a moment to feel all of it, you know, to really let it come to the surface. I don't really feel like a lot of people get that opportunity. So I was most shocked by our similarities and how much of myself I see in her.
Ashley, for you?
For Henry, it was for me it was a real lesson in restraint, you know, just having to operate in the context of 1953 as a Black man. And, you know, just that you could say the wrong thing and that's the difference between life and death. So for me, it was just this constant pressure as the character. And for me, it's just about making sure that I play the truth of the character at all times, whether that's Henry dealing with Lucky, Henry dealing with his daughters, Henry dealing with a police officer, or in a work environment context. So just making sure that I have this character grounded and he was authentic in a real space so that anyone who's watching it can feel like, yeah, that is a real reaction. It's not an overacted reaction, or it's not less than he should have done, but just right, bang on the mark each time. And I learned that I met an older gentleman. I was just fortunate that he lived in my building, and he grew up in the Jim Crow era in Texas, and he moved to Chicago, and he had just like a wealth of experience that he was willing to share with me. And he allowed me to take that sort of experience and funnel it through, use myself as a vessel and inform the decisions I made as Henry. But it was really tough in that environment, actually.
Deborah, this series is full of strong women, from the youngest one to the billion to the. How do you feel to portray those kind of characters?
Oh my gosh. So first of all, when I read the script and when I sat down with little Marvin, one of the main things that drew me to the story was how much intention and how much love and care and honesty little Marvin put into creating Lucky. I felt like, you know, a lot of times I read a lot of scripts and I feel like black people, especially Black women, are written very one-dimensionally. They're written on one note. And I felt like Lucky was written with so many layers. And I felt like I could relate to that because I have so many layers and I know so many people with so many layers. And so it felt like truth. It felt, you know, honest. And I love that, you know, she was able to be strong and able to be vulnerable and able to be soft as well and able to be so many different things, you know. It was like a breath of fresh air, honestly.
Thank you so much, guys. I will stay forever with you, but the time. Thank you so much, and most success, and I hope to see you soon in person.
Thank